Well, I'm joined now by Thomas Frank, author of many books, most recently Listen Liberal, which looked at how the Democratic Party had turned its back, as he put on, its traditional working class base. Welcome to the programme, Tom. What do you think happened yesterday?
Well, you just said it. As the Democratic Party turned its back on the traditional working class base. Your listeners need to know one important fact before we begin, which is, you're talking about Donald Trump being made president by the votes of white working class people. Well, these are the same people, or their parents or their grandparents, that made Franklin Roosevelt the president, and Harry Truman and Lyndon Johnson. These are the traditional sort of heart and bone of the Democratic Party, and they have almost completely, in this sort of massive way, changed sides. This has been going on gradually for years, and now it happens all of a sudden.
People who feel abandoned by the system voting for a billionaire.
There's so many levels of irony and paradox here. At the end of the day, the man spoke their language and had their issues. You watch his. Not across the board. I think he's going to probably turn out to be very bad for them, for working class people. We'll see. He hasn't done anything yet, but. On the trade issue, for example, the Democratic Party basically, has made this great transition over the years, where they have decided to align themselves with a different group, not with working class people and their interests, but with the professional class, with Wall Street, this sort of thing. And one of the your person in Cleveland mentioned the importance of the trade issue in a place like Ohio. It is massively, massively important, and it is also regarded as the great moment when working class people were basically stabbed in the back by the Democrats. Bill Clinton is the one that got NAFTA passed.
Was it the message from the Democrats or the messenger?
I think a little of both. I think Hillary Clinton was exactly the wrong candidate to be running this year. First of all, and by the way, and everybody knew she was going to be the candidate as long as a year ago. It was very easy for Donald Trump to see who was going to be the candidate and choose the issues that would be her undoing, chiefly trade, but also her closeness to Wall Street, also her hawkishness.
And it gave him the rigged election, or the rigged system.
Yes.
Soundbite,
well, that's why
which echoed what Bernie Sanders was saying as well.
Exactly.
Course.
And so he was able to, look, Bernie Sanders was a man that could have spoken to this very same group of disaffected voters and done so very effectively. Hillary Clinton, she is not the person to run in an election that's about social class. Okay, Hillary Clinton's entire philosophy is about meritocracy and about smart people getting what they deserve. About everybody getting to take the SAT or something like that.
Given this seismic event that's happened in American politics, how do you see the Democrats coming back from this? What do they need to do to win back these working class voters?
Okay, look, I have been talking about this issue for 12 years. Everybody could see this coming. If you open your eyes and look at what's happening in this country, you could see this coming, and they don't care. Okay, I have been talking about this for 12 years. They do not care.
Even now that it's led to President
they
Trump?
lose and they lose and they lose. They've been losing all my life. They don't care. They are very happy with what they've got. They appeal to a very wealthy category of voters. They have their nifty little system here in D.C. where they go from think tank to foundation to the State Department to startup to venture capital firm to Wall Street to Silicon Valley, and they're all very cozy and they enjoy what they've got. And to do what I suggest, to reach out to working class voters and become the party of Franklin Roosevelt again, become the party of Harry Truman again, they don't want to do that.
Well,
look. This just happened.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a change of heart. But so Listen Liberal, which is the book that I spent the last year working on, is a story of how the Democrats came to abandon these people, and a lot of it. The kind of smugness and complacency that you saw in the Clinton campaign, and that you saw in the editorials and the op-eds of this nation supporting her, that attitude is not going to go away overnight.
Thomas Frank, thank you very much indeed.